Thank you so much, George. In my short time at Columbia School of Social Work, I've had an opportunity to meet only some of you assembled here today, personally. That said, not a single day since becoming a member of the CSSW community about 1.5 years ago has passed without learning more about you collectively. Your experiences, your goals, your aspirations, your challenges, your triumphs, your frustrations. Every one of you that I have met personally has assured me that I am in the company of people for whom I have a great amount of respect and admiration. I want to thank you for inspiring me to do my best work for students and our shared community. I am truly honored to stand before you here today in the company of your families and loved ones. As I stand before you this afternoon, I'm also humbled by the great gift I have received from you. I woke this morning, as I do often these days, with worries about our city, our nation, and communities I care a great deal about. I am heartened and reassured as I look out at all of you that our city, our country, and our world has vastly improved by a factor of over 500 today. Your advocacy, your activism, your counsel, your guidance, your commitment to social justice and human rights, your bravery, your voices give us all reason to hope and reason to celebrate. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2018. Before I conclude, I would like to thank the team that organized this wonderful celebration, led by the heart and soul of Carmelo. Special thanks also to Leah Marangos, Betty G, and the entire CSSW Student Services team, and the many other colleagues who have helped us. Now I have the greatest honor to introduce our Dean, Irv Garfinkel. In addition to serving as interim dean, Irv Garfinkel is the Mitchell I. Ginsburg Professor of Contemporary Urban Problems, co-founding director of the Columbia Population Research Center, and co-director of the Center on Poverty and Social Policy. Of the 37 population research centers funded by the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development, CPRC is the only one to have been founded within a school of social work. Its signature area is children, youth, and families. Much of his work has focused on the economic insecurity of single mothers and their children and policies designed to increase their security. Dr. Garfinkel's seminal work on child support policy has shed light on the nature, consequences, and promise of child support enforcement for ensuring economic security for children. In partnership with Sarah McClanahan, Dr. Garfinkel developed the Fragile Families and Child Well-Being Study, funded by NICHD and foundations, which has become an important model and national resource, providing new data on the growing but little understood population of unmarried parents and their children. In addition, he is the principal investigator of the Robin Hood-funded Poverty Tracker Project, which uses representative longitudinal data from New York City to track the dynamics of poverty and well-being over time. Professor Garfinkel received his Ph.D. from the University of Michigan. A social worker and an economist by training, he has authored or co-authored more than 200 scientific articles and 16 books, and edited numerous volumes on poverty, income transfers, program evaluation, single-parent families and child support, and the welfare state. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Dean Irv Garfinkel.
Good afternoon, class of 2018. Congratulations on this momentous occasion. I want to thank parents, family, friends, and loved ones, including those watching via live stream. I also want to thank our faculty and administrators for joining us today. Today, you're the newest graduates. You're not that old yet. With luck, you'll become so. The newest graduates of the oldest school of social work in the country. You join a tradition of change makers. Not long after you came here, I wrote in a letter to you to be brave, to engage, and to learn. Now is the time for doing. Now is the time to make waves, move mountains, and change lives. I encourage you to think as part of your profession, being a professional, to think of your work as political and connect it to the world of politics in ways large and small. Question: do local social service agencies or your local, state, and national government provide excellent services for your clients? Even the most fortunate amongst you is unlikely to be able to answer yes to all of those. But as professional social workers, beyond being a citizen, it's a professional responsibility for you to help get society to yes. Yes to all of those. Yes to your clients. Our speaker today, Charles Lewis, exemplifies all of those traits and does that in Washington, D.C. I want to say a few words about power, race, oppression, and privilege, or what we fondly call in short, PROP, power, race, oppression, and privilege. As you know, we've integrated PROP into the foundation courses. Sorry that came a little late for you, but better late than never. And there are a couple things that derive from PROP that I would like to call attention to today. And first, recognize your own privilege by virtue of getting an MSW from CSSW. That is a privilege and makes you privileged. Recognize the inherent power conflict between you as a professional social worker and those who you will serve. Engage with oppression in our history so that you may better oppose oppression today. It is appropriate and necessary today to talk about race and foreground race in your thinking and practice. That is particularly true in the United States of America, where systematic racism has undermined our democracy since its inception, and despite notable progress, still threatens democracy to this very day. Some of you have been thinking consciously about race as long as you can remember, and some of us, including many white people, have only just begun. It is appropriate and necessary for white people to hold ourselves and each other accountable.
Are you accountable?
To reckon with race, whiteness, and white privilege, and to approach issues of race and racism with concern, empathy, humility, and an open mind and open heart. I urge you all to have the uncomfortable conversation with family, neighbors, friends, and colleagues, and to have it in good faith. Engage with feeling uncomfortable, but also engage with humility, joy, and pride, and celebrate each other. I also urge you to engage meaningfully with poverty, economic insecurity, and inequality. And I say this not just because it's my own area of expertise. Poverty, economic insecurity, and inequality are due in part to racism and racial oppression, but only in part. Racial oppression in the United States in the last half-century has decreased if measured by political participation, but has increased if measured by mass incarceration. Poverty in the United States in the last half-century has decreased, but economic insecurity and inequality have both increased. Economic insecurity, though much less talked about than either poverty or inequality, may be the most damaging to human well-being. Research indicates insecurity is far more damaging to human development than is poverty alone. It was economic insecurity brought on by hyperinflation during the short-lived Weimar Republic that led millions of Germans to support Hitler and Nazism. Arguably, it is economic insecurity today that is inducing many people in the United States and other Western nations to purchase into racist, nativist lies about immigrants, refugees, Muslims, and racial and ethnic minorities. Finally, while capitalism by its nature tends to reduce poverty and undermine racism, by its nature, capitalism produces economic insecurity. I hope you recall the evidence for those statements from Wealth and Welfare States by Garfinkel, Rainwater, and Smeating. If you don't, we will test you on the way out. What next? What next? Social work is not easy. It is hard work, whether you work with individuals, groups, or communities, businesses, nonprofits, or government. Be brave, engage, and learn, but also do. Turn your beliefs into actions. It starts with the conversations you've had here with each other and with the ideas and experiences you've shared. The conversations between you and your most disadvantaged clients reach the halls of power Your actions, however intimate or grand, reverberate throughout society and indeed change it. You have everything you need to take action, be brave, continue to engage and to learn, and make waves, move mountains, and change lives. Congratulations and good luck to you all. It's now my great pleasure to introduce Charles Lewis, who is himself a doctoral graduate of the Columbia School of Social Work, class of 2002. Dr. Lewis is an advocate and educator who has elevated the place of social workers in local and national government. In doing so, he has helped connect politicians and policymakers with the needs of their constituencies. Dr. Lewis began his career in Congress as the Deputy Chief of Staff and Communications Director for Congressman Ed Towns, a social worker who represented districts in Brooklyn. During this time, he also served as a staff coordinator for the Congressional Social Work Caucus, which at that point had 10 members and now only has 8. We need to get that number up. After serving with Congressman Towns, he became the founder and president of CRISP, the Congressional Research Institute for Social Work and Policy. CRISP is a nonprofit organization created to complement the mission of the Congressional Social Work Caucus. Through his work with CRISP, Dr. Lewis has helped hundreds of social workers and social work students engage with Congress. Dr. Lewis is also a strong advocate for mental health and criminal justice reform, and he serves as president of the Mental Health Association at the District of Columbia. And he has also served on the faculty of Howard University School of Social Work. The NESW Code of Ethics state, social workers should engage in social and political action that seeks to ensure that all people have equal access to the resources, employment services, and opportunities they require to meet their basic human needs and to develop fully. Charles's career is exemplary of this code. He is a leading advocate for social workers and social work in the world of politics. Please join in me in welcoming Charles Lewis back to Columbia.
Good afternoon. If anybody's tweeting, could you add hashtag macro social work? Thank you. Wow, what a beautiful sight. I wish you could stand here and see yourselves. I am thrilled and humbled to have this opportunity to speak to the class of 2018. As you turn the next page on the chapter of your life, savor every moment of satisfaction that you are experiencing. You have completed a rigorous training that qualifies you to be among the best in our profession. Be proud you are a social worker, and be proud you are a Columbia University School of Social Work grad. My next line was, give yourselves a hand. To Interim Dean Garfinkel, the faculty, family of the proud graduates, why don't you stand up and give your family and friends a hand, turn around and salute them, and thank them for all the support that they've given you through your education. All right. Thank you. If I could hold your attention for about 15 minutes, I want to talk a little bit about how my journey into social work and political social work, and why I believe that it is important that social workers be involved in the political arena. I remember when I made the decision to become a social worker, it was at the right age of 45. At 45, I was completing my BA in psychology and contemplating the next move in my development. I had been working with African American males at the St. Paul Community Baptist Church in Brooklyn. And my life's journey had been a bit chaotic to that point. My mother died when I was 5 years old, and my father's death when I was 16 years old left me without a rudder. But my father was a pastor, and so I always could turn to the church as my refuge. And at the church, I was asked to oversee a very vibrant ministry to African American males. Some had been scarred by encounters with the criminal justice system, and I kept telling them how important it was for them to go back to school and complete their education. After some time in psychotherapy, I began to see things more clearly and believed that if I could acquire the skills and knowledge that helped me, I could return to the church and be more effective working with these guys. So I decided to pursue my MSW in clinical counseling at Atlanta University. And it was during my policy classes that I realized social workers did more than direct services. Social workers also worked in the policy arena. Yeah. And then I also realized I would need a doctorate degree to get the research training to be an effective participant in the policy arena. A voice kept whispering in my head, "You're too old." But I realized I would soon be in my 50s, and I could be in my 50s with a Ph.D. or without a Ph.D. So I decided to get the Ph.D. Columbia University accepted me, and 4 years later, I defended my dissertation. Dean Garfinkel was my chair, and Professor Bruce Weston was on my committee, and Professor Julian Tillia was also. My Columbia experience was both challenging and rewarding. I was able to study with many amazing people, professors like Sheila Kammerman, Alfred Kahn, Steve Schenke, Ron Mincy, just to name a few. But as soon as I could, I made my way to Washington, D.C., the policy capital of the world. I taught at Howard University School of Social Work for a while, and then I went on the Hill to work with Congressman Ed Towns, a social worker who I had known for years back in Brooklyn. And while there, we created the Congressional Social Work Caucus. And when Mr. Towns retired in 2013, we created a nonprofit, the CRISP, as we are known commonly. And we did that to connect social work research with legislation on the Hill, to assist social work organizations and schools in their efforts to engage Congress, and to seek to expand opportunities for social work students to do their field placements in congressional offices. Being involved in policy and legislation is nothing new for social workers or for Columbia University. Jane Addams, winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, often called the mother of social work, led many protest marches. She and others fought for reforms that shaped the 1912 Progressive Party's platform and ultimately helped to shape New Deal legislation. She was the first woman to second the nomination of a presidential candidate when she seconded the nomination of Theodore Roosevelt. Anyone out there gets security checks? Every time you get a security check, thank God for Francis Perkins and Harry Hopkins. And if you don't know these names, you need to research them. This is our history. Did you know that the first woman to serve in the House of Representatives was a social worker? Yeah. Jeanette Rankin was first elected to the House from Montana in 1917. That was 3 years before the 19th Amendment was ratified, guaranteeing women the right to vote. Many social workers have provided distinguished service in Congress, including California Congressman Ron Dellums, who served as chair of the House Armed Services Committee. Many of you know former Maryland Senator Barbara Mikulski, who chaired the powerful Senate Appropriations Committee and was the longest-serving woman in Congress when she retired. She coined the phrase, "Politics is social work with power." At Columbia University School of Social Work, we honor the legacy of two of our professors, Frances Fox Pivens and her husband, the late Richard Cloward. These two academic giants shook up the nation by forcing the government to adequately deal with the poor. If any of you out there have gotten a child support check, you can thank Irv Garfinkel. And we were very proud of the accomplishments of Professor Jane Wildfolker, whose work helped set the United Kingdom on a path to cutting child poverty in half. But then came the Tories. I rarely agree with much that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says, but he says one thing that I believe he's gotten right. He says, in Congress, winners make policy and losers go home. Who holds office matters. It's not about the party so much, it's about the policies. When social workers engage in the political arena, we engage not just to win, but we want to win, but to be a force for good. We bring passion for the poor, hope to the disillusioned, and commitment to economic and social equity. Imagine what the world would be like without social workers. Politics is social work with power. There's a national campaign underway to expand voter engagement led by two colleagues, Terry Mizrahi and Mimi Abramovitz at the Silberman School. And you can visit the website votingisocialwork.org, votingisocialwork.org, if you want to get information about this campaign. We saw a major demonstration of the power of the vote by students at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. They used their potential voting power to convince Governor Rick Scott to sign legislation that raised the minimum age to purchase a gun from 18 to 21 and require a 3-day waiting period for all gun purchases. When I speak about political social work, I must acknowledge my mentor and inspiration in this work, Nancy Humphreys, the former president of NASW and Dean Emeritus at the University of Connecticut School of Social Work, has been a determined promoter of political social work for decades. And this is becoming a dream come true. We now have a textbook for political social work. Political social work using power to create social change. It's written by Suzanne Pritzker at the University of Houston and Shannon Lane at Sacred Heart University in Connecticut. We are at a place in history where social work values, social work knowledge, and social work skills are needed in the political arena more than ever. I can think of about at least eight recent books written about threats to our democratic government. One book, Democracy in Chains, written by Duke University historian Nancy McLean, details libertarian efforts led by Charles and David Koch to limit majority rule in America. The libertarians believe that true freedom requires their unfettered ability to collect as much wealth and power as they can. How dare a majority of voters tax them and use their money for the public good? Nancy's book was the subject of one of our Social Work Day on the Hill forums that asked the question, can social work help save democracy? Well, the answer is, we damn better try. I am sure there's a potential Congress member in this graduating class. A council member? You may not have thought about having a career as a political social worker, but I hope some of you will. You are among the best and brightest. Your country needs you. You represent a tradition of excellence in research and scholarship. Some of you will take the next step and pursue a doctoral degree. How many of you are planning to get your Ph.D.? Let me see that. All right, give yourselves a hand. But each of you is well equipped to succeed in anything you desire. In July, Chris will be holding our second political boot camp and media training for social workers and allied professionals who are considering running for office, participating in campaigns, or being a better spokesperson. So July 8th through the 11th, we will be doing our second political boot camp training, and Dean Garfinkel has promised he will support several students who would like to attend that boot camp training, so let me know if you're interested. Tomorrow I will be on the Hill assisting with a congressional briefing with Congressman Danny Davis's office. I will be working with Angelique Day from the University of Washington in Seattle in support of legislation to address the plight of children with incarcerated parents. I am also working with Michael Sheridan at the Brown School at Washington University in St. Louis on legislation for child development accounts. This is part of the 12 grand challenges for social work, an effort to address some of the nation's most intractable problems. And I look forward to working with colleagues here at Columbia University. I know this is a day of celebration, but I want to emphasize some of what Professor Dean Garfinkel said. Social workers must do more to address the issue of race. And I'm glad that you have a program here. Because if we, social workers, cannot arrive at some reasonable path forward, then who will? Race is the confounding issue in our nation's history, used by many to divide and then to confuse the issues about inequities that exist in our society. We have to do more to work together to find solutions that will raise the fortunes of poor people of color and white people of color. But this is a commencement address, so I will close with a couple of words of advice. First, the critical element for authentic leadership is, particularly in this age of narcissism, is humility. Learn to be humble. Some call it servant leadership. It's fine to think highly of oneself. I think highly of myself, but always keep things in perspective. Never lose sight of why we choose to do the work we choose. And always be ready to give others credit. I learned long ago, you can get so much more done if you're willing to give others credit. The other thing is think big. The great thing about being a social worker is there are no boundaries to how far we can progress other than the boundaries we put on ourselves. There are social workers in every profession, from law to medicine, in every occupation, from teachers to preachers, and even the dreaded politicians. I believe that there will be a social worker president of the United States. Right. We were close. President Barack Obama was a community organizer, but he wasn't a social worker. Pay attention to the future, because what you do or don't do now may have a significant impact on the future. Think about how many more Americans would be in poverty today if others had not fought tenaciously to enact and then to preserve Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. The class of 2018 has a very bright future. If you learn to harness technology for good, if you will commit to being a force for good, if you are willing to stand up and be counted when others are content to sit by and watch, as Margaret Mead once said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Class of 2018, there's a world out there that needs you. There's a world out there that's waiting for you. Go and give it your best.
It's my great pleasure to introduce our graduate speaker who's got her Ph.D., Raven Plaza. She's terrific.
Hi, everybody. So thank you for letting me up here. You all look great. You look distinguished and perfect and ready to go change the world. Congratulations for making it here. I know it wasn't easy. You're all warriors, and I'm proud of you. It's been a tough year. So I have 5 minutes. I'll quickly introduce myself. My name is Raven Plaza, and I'm not from here. I don't think I was supposed to get here either, but here we are. I'm from Littleton, North Carolina, a town that is as big as it sounds. I grew up poor, a child of the welfare state. I would have starved to death if it wasn't for social services, both physically and spiritually, but I didn't. So the social workers I grew up with were as much a part of my development as my parents and grandparents, as my friends and teachers. They ran the food pantries that kept me fed when the money ran out. They listened to me cry when life got too hard. They helped point me to open doors when life was a little bit easier. They helped me apply to college. A million different times, they kept me from giving up when it probably made sense for me to do so. And now, after spending 4 years here, learning all that I could about how social policies get made and enacted, I know that social workers were also the people behind the scenes, telling the government that it was their responsibility to be kind and take care of us all, no matter how much money we make, how well educated we are, or what we look like. People like a lot of the ones standing behind me right now, or sitting behind me, who've dedicated their lives to institutionalized kindness. So I'm here to say congratulations. Congratulations for entering a noble profession. Congratulations for holding on to your principles and maintaining your souls. Congratulations for committing yourself to one of the only jobs that rewards empathy and doesn't penalize putting the needs of the many before the needs of yourself. Congratulations for looking at the world around you and deciding to make it a little bit more beautiful. Not too long ago, I was finishing up my MSW at Hunter College in a GED program in Brooklyn. I told my supervisor that I was considering applying to Ph.D. programs in social welfare policy, but that I felt like I didn't have anything original to offer, and that I didn't think it was my place to try and join the conversation. Who am I asked, to try and influence U.S. social policies? She looked surprised, and then a little sad, then determined. She said that asking who am I was the wrong question. What I should be asking was, if not me, then who? I think she was right, and I'd like to pass that along to all of you. Remember that it won't always be easy, but that the work you do is necessary. Your voices are needed, and maybe even more, the advocacy you're going to do, helping people make their own voices heard, and to believe that they're worth being heard. It's the heart of all of our jobs. So congratulations. Go out and do a good job.
Good afternoon. I am Craig Schwalbe. My pronouns are he and his. I have been a social worker since 1991, and for about the next 30 days or so, I remain the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. You all are amazing, and I feel so humbled to be standing before you. One of the reasons why I know that you're amazing is because of the awards that we get to grant at this ceremony. So beginning with the NASW, I forgot to mention, I need to give a special word of thanks to Karma and to Michael for giving me page 2 of your program. So we're going to be together for a little while. Thanks, Karma. So at the beginning of April, I asked faculty and advisors to nominate a candidate for the NASW Student Award. The award is granted to a graduate of each of the New York City Schools of Social Work to students who exemplify professional commitment, identity, and values through student leadership in the classroom, school, and in the community. A total of 12 students were nominated this year, double the nominations from last year. Do you see what I mean? This is an amazing class. We convened a faculty administration panel to evaluate these nominations and forwarded one name to the NASW for recognition. Today, it is my pleasure to invite Alicia White, member of the board of the New York City chapter of the National Association of Social Workers, to present the 2018 NASW Student Award.
Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations, class of 2018. We at NASW have the great fortune to learn about the work that many of the new professionals are doing. We felt strongly this year that this year's Columbia University's NASW Student Award winner has demonstrated a clear, unwavering commitment to social justice and social work values. This year's award winner has been actively involved in all aspects of the social work experience at Columbia University and in New York City. In the classroom, she was recognized for her great intellectual curiosity and passion for social justice. Her numerous involvements in the school and university, including serving as a PACT leader, a PDSA coordinator, student leader of the Southern Poverty Law Center chapter at Columbia University, and organizer for the 2018 Beyond the Bars Conference, demonstrate strong commitment to social justice and an activist spirit. Outside of the school, she also advocated for the survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence. She's a teacher at the women's facility, Rose M. Singer, at Rikers Island. In the words of her nominators, Jasmine's apparently you know her. Jasmine's passion and commitment for creating systemic change and enhancing the lives of others through her work and her strong, inquisitive, and analytical style make her a unique and ideal candidate for the NASW Award. Please join me in welcoming to the stage and congratulating 2018 NASW Student Award winner, Jasmine Najjar.
Next, I would like to invite to the podium Traylon Holder, Columbia University School of Social Work Alumni Association President, to award the Campbell Award. Traylon is a member of the CSSW class of 2006 and has more than 10 years of distinguished service to the school and the university.
Good afternoon, all. Congratulations. I see such beautiful faces here. My name is Traylon Holder, and I am a graduate of 2006, and currently I serve in the capacity as president of the Social Work Alumni Association. And today I'm also representing the university-wide Columbia Alumni Association, which is known as CAA. You are now joining a worldwide network of more than 340,000 alumni. The CAA maintains over 100 international and domestic clubs and shared interest groups. I urge each of you to not only connect with CSSW alumni, but to also branch out and enter into many of the things that the School of Social Work alumni can enjoy through the CAA. If you move outside of New York, get involved with your local CAA club, connect with alumni from CSSW, and join us at all of our alumni gatherings. If you are staying in New York, come back to CSSW and participate in programs and events at the university. Today, it is my pleasure to present one of CSSW's graduates with the Campbell Award. To celebrate all who build Columbia University's spirit, the university's trustees and the board of Columbia Alumni Association established the Campbell Award, presented by the CAA to a graduating student at each school who shows exceptional leadership and Columbia's spirit, as it is exemplified by Bill Campbell, class of 62 CC and class of 64 TC, Chair Emeritus, University of Trustees, and CAA co-founder. Bill is remembered for his long history of working to improve student life. Each of our schools nominated students who exemplified Bill's commitment to university citizenship. This class of 2018 Campbell Award winners is an impressive group of student leaders, all of whom are proud to call Columbia alumni. Now until the Campbell Award, I'm very excited to present this. The Campbell Award recipient for the School of Social Work is Darrell Malik Washington Sr. Wonderful. In just a year at CSSW, an advanced standing program participant, he has been a strong leader supporting students of color, particularly men of color, in multiple roles. Darrell is committed to mentoring and offering help and advice and support when he perceives that there is a need, and his fellow and prospective classmates. He trained to facilitate the CSSW Day-Long Professional Development and Self-Awareness Program, PDSA workshop, required for all students at orientation. As a lead for Beyond the Bars Fellows, he has been asked to speak at its opening ceremony this May. Please join me in congratulating Darrell as his recipient, Campbell Award.
Darrell, congratulations, Darrell. Here, Darrell. Hey, Darrell. Oh. The Linda and Peter Hoffman Writing Award recognizes students who achieve excellence in the conceptual and technical components of proposal development. Linda Hoffman, class of 1968, endowed the Hoffman Writing Award and the Hoffman Lecture Series with her husband Peter in order to promote the craft of writing at Columbia and within the social work profession. As Linda describes in her introduction to the Columbia Guide to Social Work Writing, the ability to write clearly, thoughtfully, and persuasively equips us as advocates and change makers across every field of social work. Good writing changes lives. We are grateful to Linda and Peter for the generous support of this year's Hoffman Award recipients. This year, 3 student teams distinguished themselves through proposal writing and are hereby recognized by a committee of faculty for their achievements. As I call your names, please stand. First, Elizabeth Akampong, Jael Charles, Janae Davis, and Tiffany Kennedy. For their proposal on behalf of the Flint, Michigan Educational Alliance, helping families understand the impact of lead poisoning and developing advocacy skills and strategies to fight for environmental justice in their communities. Congratulations. Amanda Ground, Shannon Gunter, Lorna Woodham, and Coco Zuberi for their proposal to strengthen a Red Cross volunteer program called All Hands and Hearts Smart Response Volunteer Engagement Program. Congratulations. And third and finally, Joanne Stanley and Jennifer Hand for their proposal entitled Integrating Workforce Development and Psychosocial Programs for Transition-Age Youth, which, if funded, will alleviate poverty for disconnected adolescents and young adults. Congratulations, Hoffman Writing Award winners. Karma. I don't know where my script is. Inside the folder, page 4. All right, thank you. Okay. I mentioned that I've been a social worker since 1991. Now we cross a threshold, and we welcome you fully as colleagues and members of this great profession. You will find in or around your chairs or in your packets something called the Oath of Affirmation, which you may remember reading with us and proclaiming when you joined us in the School of Social Work. Please find your Oath of Affirmation, stand if you are able, and join me in reciting the oath. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I affirm my commitment to the goals, ethical standards, and values of the profession, acknowledging the inherent dignity and worth of every individual and the significance of organizational efforts. I believe in my commitment to use professional knowledge and research to best serve individuals, communities, neighborhoods, and organizations, enhancing their capacity to address their own needs. I affirm my commitment to enhance individual, organizational, community well-being, the significance of the social and historical context, with particular attention to those who are vulnerable, oppressed, and living in poverty. I affirm my commitment to respect the integrity of persons with whom I am working, remain objective in my professional relationships with those I serve, and act with integrity in dealing with other professionals. I affirm my commitment to work toward the realization of social justice, equity, and the eradication of oppression. I affirm my commitment to engage fully in the ongoing process, deepening my self-awareness of my beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors, and their genesis, including those that relate to the many dimensions of diversity and difference. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Good afternoon. My name is Julian Tytler. I chair the doctoral program. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the 2018 recipients of a doctorate of philosophy from the Columbia University School of Social Work. These exceptional individuals have completed a long and arduous journey. Through their hard work, perseverance, and accomplishments, they have demonstrated that they fully deserve the honor that is bestowed upon them today. With this honor comes great responsibility to advance science and to train, support, and inspire future generations of social workers. These scholars are prepared for those challenges. They are the new leaders in their field, and we are so proud of their achievements. We will now proceed with the hooding of the candidates. I present to you Dr. Anita Gundana. Her sponsor, Professor Simon, is unable to attend, so Professor Lukens will hood Dr. Gundana. I present to you Dr. Eva Haldane. Her sponsor is Professor Msw.
We got it, no problem. Just go with it.
A Ph.D. doesn't help with this.
Cover this in class. There you go.
I present to you Dr. Raven Plaza. I am her sponsor. I present to you Dr. Laura Vargas. I'm her sponsor. And I present to you Dr. Rong Zhao. I'm her sponsor too. Congratulations, class of 2018.
A little confusion in the ranks here. Are we ready to?
Now we present the Master of Science graduates.
MSW.
What?
Graduates. MS.
Yeah. This, so.
Bilal Abbas, Farhan Akisa Abdullah, Yarden Al Bintan, Elizabeth Waidua Akipang. Amy Augusta. Julian M. Allison. Joshua Alberto Acosta Duque. Mania Ashish Sharma. Allison Andrea. Wait. Okay. Mariam Alami.
I am Muhammad.
I am Muhammad. Okay.
I'll start.
Aya Muhammad Alasa. Emanuela Alonge. Shavona Ame.
Arthur James Anderson. Yannick Amoy Anderson. Amanda Claire Anger. Devin N. Array. Marisa Karina Arpels. Eileen Arugo. Thank you. Amy Catherine Austin. How do you say it? Hazmik Bagda Sarian. Berta Baholi. Olia Hongsha Barefoot. Danielle Baron. Rebecca Ann Baron. Cindy Melissa Barara. Angela Basanisi. Vernon Stephen Bauer. Rihanna Elizabeth Basanati. Ariana Elizabeth Beers. Sophie Marie Mariosha. Sophie Mariosha Bell. Christia Marie Bennett. Kendall Bensin. Amy Sullivan Bibb. Molly Ray Beanstalk. Burge. Barry Lisa Burge. Ina Chapligina. Katie Elizabeth Blumenfeld. Sarah Elizabeth Booth. Kristen S. Borja Fenn. Charlotte Jane Borna. Amanda Ann Borson. Kendall Lee Bavarnik. Emily Catherine Boya. Anna Boyton. Marissa Harris Salty Branson. Lily O. Brifo. I got it. I want to give you your own. Lee Jeremy Britton. Natisa Brooks. Malak Sadiq Al-Saidi. Christine Marie Brown. Amanda Jane Brown, dual degree with Mailman Public Health. Nicole Lee Brunau. Caitlin Leora Burnham. Timothy James Bustle. Robert Lawrence Kaplan. Cardone. Julia Colby Cardone. Shiloh Aline Carlisle. Rachel Hannah Carney, dual degree at Mailman. Castillon. Edith Eden Castillon. Vanessa Viviana Castro Mora. Olivia Limon Cerna. Ulik Chakrabati, minor in international social work. Edward Chen. Okay. Want this? Okay.
Jael Adrian Charles. Amy Renee Chart. Dan Chen. Zuan Chen. Pauline Jean Sherry. Shanices Chin. Edson Chipalo. Connie S. Chong. Faryal Chaudhry. Winnie Wayan Chu. Devin Lane Champa. Madeline Bresu Sinberg. Alexander Joseph Kinskota Eichenfeld. Barbara Xavier Clark. Melissa Siobhan Clark. Stephanus Yoyu Kokorelis. Zoe Cohen. Chloe Jade Collins. Grace Anna Corbett. Haley Elizabeth Crast. Lachey S. Creighton. Sarah Ann Kukaira. Anna Elizabeth Cunningham. Kelsey Lee Currier. Shauna Renee Cutler. Shayna Berkowitz Zinn. Ying Liang Dai. Stephanie Nicole Dant. Haley LaRae Davis. Janae Danelle Davis. Kenyana Nikia Davis. Carlin De La Rosa. Alexandra Adele Defina. Margaret Maureen DeYoung. Misty Denson. Jennifer Lynn Derringer. Dana Lynn DiGregorio. Stephanie Mary Delane. Stephanie Amy Dyson. Elon Sebastian Devine. Nicole Michelle Dodich. Jessica Lauren Dollar. Monica Ann Drever. Catherine Elizabeth Dubois. Sarah Catherine Dudley. Jean Jean Ruan. Chen Chen. Courtney Elise Dunn. Yasmin Abadat. Miriam Goldie Edelman. Tori Liana Eigner. Alexander Craig Erickson. Talia Rose Ayres. Lorenzana Fabre Vega. Coco Rose Fayella. Nicholas Antunes Fernandez. Esther Victoria Fiebig. Robin Marie Fiedler. Anthony Holmes Fine, law minor. Elizabeth Rachel Fink. Marissa Silvana Fiorita. Elizabeth Marilyn Florentine.
Helen Jane Flores. Carly Florman. Melissa Forero Rao. Martina Franchini, law minor. Jason Freeman. Jennifer Michelle Frias. Amber Marie Frisha. Christian Maximilian Fursick. Kirsten Michelle Fuller. Gabriel Moses Garcia. Reva Starr Gardner. Elizabeth Maverick Gary. Sarah Punavelil George. Eric Axel Gerdner. Samuel John Gilbert. Aaliyah Elizabeth Gilmore. Lorna Elizabeth Gilmore. Kalkidun Teshum Gisaw. Cheyenne Chantil Glasgow. Emilia Gligorowska. Courtney Elizabeth Gobe. Patricia Golak. Joshua Aaron Goldstein. Rebecca Margaret Goldstein, dual degree with the Jewish Theological Seminary. Natalia Golub. Jessica Gomez. Rachel Graham. Caitlin June Greeny. Francesca Gaia Green. Goldie Renee Greenwald. Laura Susan Greer. Crystal Hartley. Tamara Rachel Harunian. Sabina Ali Gulieva. Shannon Ann Gunter. Kemaya Guter. Rebecca Consuela Guzman. Laura Ann Helsig. Daniel Aliwa. Sarah Mariam Hamza. Sally Ha Young Han. Shua Han. Molly Alice Hanessian. Tanya Harvey. Cheng Sheng He. Natalie Carol Hessian. Amber Christina Hill. Odyssey Ranice Hines. Emily Paige Hockheiser. Mia James Hollenbach. Brittany Ashley Hollingsworth. Monisha Anika Holmes. Chloe Blythe Horowitz. Shelby Ann Horton. Li Ying Huang. Lauren E. Hunter. Ariel Sarah Hurley, a dual degree with the Mailman School of Public Health. Zoe Hyman Levy, a dual degree with the Mailman School of Public Health. Kubara Ibikunle. Zakia Binti Ibrahim. Jasmine Ipaya. Tasneem Marzia Islam. Elise Jayakar. Jessica Maria Jimenez.
Laura Chin. Hannah Grace Johnson. Of course. Kayla Opal Lewis Johnson. Ashanti Desiree Jones. Derek Tiberius Jordan, dual degree with Union Theological Seminary. Madeline Marie Jordan. Brooke Ashley Callenberg. Jennifer Y. Kang. Amy Taylor Kaplan. Deborah Lynn Kaplan, law minor. Mariah Leah Katz. Kelsey Sean Keen. Elizabeth Mary Kearney. Tiffany Marie Kennedy. Jamie Young-In Kim. Kristen Yoon-Young Kim. Ludmila Kim. Elizabeth Florence Koblenz. Lynn Aaron Colasar. Kathy Yunsu Ku. Natalie Ann Kovacs. Jennifer Michelle Krakoff. Rebecca Lauren Kuhn. Marissa Ari Kusi Levitt. Natalie Laguerre. Christina Lamb. Alexis Marquette Lambright. Catherine Lee Landis. Sabina Parker Lang. Lucky Christine LaRosa. Hannah Lee. Licaro, okay. Ashley Michelle Licaro. Josephar Lecter, thank you. Alex Lee. Chia Lee. Jong Min Lee. Kiara Naomi Leifer. Nicole Jenna Levine. Ivana Lev. Jessica Page Leave. Ramat Omalara Lewis. Na Lee. Nanxing Lee. Sean Lee. So Ying Lee. Kian Fan Lin. Deborah Lee Lipson. Danny Liu. Shintong Liu. Miriam Lopez. Savannah Leah Cecile Lord. Alexia Ann Lowe. Madeline White Lucas. Shima. Catherine Claire Maloney. Jonathan Andrew Mangrum. Carla Inez Mansica. Andrea Antonella Morano. Zodimayo Marquez. Farah Martin. Chloe Alexis Martin. Dominique Everett Martin. Albert Martinez.
Alexandra Stephanie Martinez. Vaughn Elizabeth Massey. Danielle Mathis. Alexandra Amanda Maxwell. Jacqueline Marie McCarthy. Joanne Frances McClure. Julia Sarah Mashall. Eliza Gabrielle McKenna. Kylie Julia McLean, dual degree with Brink Street College of Education. Nicole Louise McVinue. Hailey Marielle Medina. Daily Marielle Medina. Christina Mejia. Kenichi Mekaru. Ariel Louise Meltzer. Elizabeth Mendoza. Kritika Menon. Jessica Jean Mertlick. Mariella Meza. Gabriella Marie Miano. Marianne Ruth Christie Miller. Rose Ellie Carmen Menier. Carly Ray Mizurski. Nabila Aman Mohammed. Kiera Kiki Montero Reyes. Grace Jinyong Moon. Candice Danielle Moxie. Kareem Rashid Muhammad. Sarah Kim Moon. Giovanna Lachey Murphy. Okay. K-Yi Long Yi and U Kong Yu Murphy. Sophia Margaret Mysel, law minor. Lee Na So Nam Kong. Dominique Marie Napolitano. Julie Anna Nasw. Jamie Chrissy Nathaniel. Megan Graham Neary. Morgan Elizabeth Neary. Jasmine Kaur Niger. Alexandra Gisela Nobis. Abby Lynn Wee Wei. Jacob Niklacek. Grace Elizabeth Schultz O'Connor. Aaliyah Lynette O'Leon. Adutola Farin Ray Oliron Toba. Did I get? Stephanie Ann Olson. Maria Ann Lisa Orban. Jack Asher Ori. Heather Blake Oris. Pablo Orzoco Castro. Mandy L. Osborne. Dora O'War. Samara Papayi. Jenny Young Park. Francesca Naomi Parker. Orlando Parales. Madeline Perez. Santa Morenica Perry. Vatina Louise Monticello. Rebecca Elizabeth Binke. Malia Croy. Kayri Mikkel and Jessica Nicole Pesnick. Courtney Creamer Plank. Gabrielle Borja Santos Priest. Catherine Lee Pipes. Elianas Paulina Quijada Salazar. Sarah Catherine Reyes. Kenneth Charles Reed. Minglu Rin. Teresa Elizabeth Redan.
I went over? Yeah. Oh. Thank you. Mercedes Rivera. Violeta Mercedes Rivera. Makina Marie Oluwabumi Rivers. Alexis Mallory Robbins. Susie Bess Robinson. Sarai Rodas. Amanda Rose Rode. Darwin Johant Rodriguez. Michelle Rodriguez. Hannah Sarah Rogalski. Caitlin Joy Rogozinski.
Michelle Alexandra Rojas. Stephanie Cecilia Rojas. Adriana Castro Rosell. Samara Benenson Roth. Alexandra Rose Rubin. Mallory S. Rubin. Kieran Michael Rupert. Christina Lisa Russo. Valerie Patricia Samuel. Atawut Sankarat. Alyssa Giselle Sansone. Natalie Sarju. Sabrina Courtney Sorrow. Caroline Virginia Shaw. Aaron Cooper Schick. Scheidlinger. Sally Scheidlinger, law minor. Caitlin Schlesinger. Shelby Elizabeth Schmid. Jacob Schnate. Sarah Carlin Schott. Allison Brooke Schrader. Erica Elizabeth Schroeder. Lexi Ariel Schwartz. Bianca Alexa Scott. Monique Therese Scott. Alyssa Ann Skull. Jessica Hannah Siegel. Sepida Saifnourian. Delilah Luna Seligman. Congratulations. Alicia Shaw. Margaret Clark Shanley. Hanya Jean Shatara. Jessica Nicole Schafflick. Rachel Louise Schumann. Kendra Alexis Sievers. Caitlin Rose Silkowitz. Julia Tomayasu Silvea. Long John Jyotilal Singh.
Nikita Singh. Robinson Sinarat. Sarah Elizabeth Sloan, dual degree with Bank Street College of Education. Brittany Irene Smith. And Jennifer. Jung Hyun Jennifer Sue. Sorry. Molly Joanne Sobel. Anita Burton Solnit. Ioka Solomon. Claire Avon Solomon, dual degree with Mailman School of Public Health. Ashley Colleen Seuss. Tashay Spence. Esther Soror. Bianca Joan Stevens.
Hannah Michelle Straw. Julia Sklevsky. Suklevsky. Catherine Marie Sullivan. Christy Kwani Sun. Courtney Alexa Sigitveri. Hope Nicole Tackberry. Elisa Brooke Teifel. Luvina Tak Ludur. Amanda Courtney Tam. Len Ho Teng. Zazu Loyal Tuber. Christiana Rose Taylor. Jessica Brianna Terrell. Shananda Tavison. Candace Renee Thomas. Tien Jen Ming Tina. Corinne Lynn Tilsey. Christine Hong Nok Tran. Andrew John Tucker and family. Mary Margaret Tucker. Melissa Tumis. Sasha Sonse Ray Tyler Best. Megumi Wu Chi No. Ethan Jacob Ulano. Sima Umana. Anne Frances Vachon. Sandra Roberta Van Del Hoeville. Anna Christina Van Munching. Lucia Maria Vincente. Alyssa M. Vu. Jessica Maury Wax. Michelle Nicole Walker. Natalie Ann Wallace. Emily Marie Walsh. Monisha Warren. Xingyi Wang. Thank you. Darrell Malik Washington. Julie Brooke Weiss. Tamika Frances Welsh. Patricia Ann Wendt. Timothy Clifford Wheatung. Chloe Catherine Wilson. Robin Meandra Wilson. Alexandra Ruth Wilt. Natalie Jacob Winnikov. Tatiana Winstead. Victoria Kaman Wong. Elizabeth Harrigan Wood. Lorna Althea Woodham. Yu Shea. Natalie Marie Yepen. Hui Ping Young. Spencer Cayenne Young. Liting Yang. Lila Sungyoung Yang. Ziling Yang. Momita Nazin Zaman. Zhu Zheng. Ray Zhang. Zilin Zhang. Zhuing Zhang. Caitlin Sheila Zinin. Tracy Zhu. Reem Zoni. Remenyang Zhou. Komu Coco Zuberry. Marisa Fernanda Zuleta. Alexandra Francis Zur. Jessica Erin Zhuai. Chen Chen.
What an incredible celebration. This ends our celebration. Congratulations, class of 2018. You've made us all proud. Thank you, families. Thank you, graduates.